All right, guys, Darren from FBA Elite, and welcome back to another video. So it's now been 2 weeks since we launched a new product on Amazon, and I'm going to give you a full update in this video as to what has happened so far. We're going to talk about how many sales we've made, how much I've spent on PPC, issues with returns, how much money I've made, or how much money we've lost, should I say, plus lots of other things that you guys need to be aware of when you're launching a product, so that if you do start your own Amazon FBA business, you know exactly what you're getting into and what a launch actually entails. So up first, let's start with the thing that everyone wants to know is, have I made any sales? Yes, in the first 2 weeks, we have sold, as of today, 104 units, which is a solid start. So very happy with that. You can see the first kind of 7 to 10 days were fairly slow, around about 3 to 5 units per day. But then in the past few days, things have really taken off with a peak on Sunday. We had 18 sold on Sunday, 12 yesterday, and we're on 3 so far today, and it's just gone midday, so we should be into double figures again today. So from a purely sales perspective, this is what you would expect a successful or a promising launch to look like. You can have sales to start with, and sales are going to start to pick up as you start to acquire organic ranks, and also as you optimize your PPC as well. So purely from a sales perspective, it has been a positive start. Now, the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that the order value for these 100 sales is just under £1,300. So an average product price of £12.37. And I always tell everyone not really to consider selling products under £20, as it's difficult to make money on Amazon. So just to clarify that, this is part of the launch strategy. I always sell at an aggressive price point. So we're selling at about half of our final target price point during this launch phase. So that's why the average order is low at the moment. And I prefer to do it this way, as it saves more money in the long run, which I've covered in another video, and I'll link to at the end of this video, which explains my full launch strategy. So that is why we're selling these quite cheap at the moment, because it's part of the launch which drives our organic ranks, and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. So to achieve these sales, we've had to run Amazon PPC, as when you launch a product on Amazon, you're very unlikely to have ranks that are high enough to generate sales. So you have to generate sales using paid adverts, Amazon sponsored ads. And then once you've got enough sales via Amazon ads, your organic ranks should improve. So let's take a look at what has happened. So over the past 2 weeks, we have spent £820 on PPC. And these costs will exclude VAT, because Amazon don't show them with VAT. So add another 20% on to that. And you're looking at the best part, it's the best part of £1,000 we spent on PPC in 2 weeks. And I want to be open with you guys, because I don't want you to launch a product on Amazon and expect to be able to launch it spending £10 a day on PPC. It's just not going to happen. You have to loss lead with Amazon. You have to invest in PPC. You have to sell at an aggressive price point to get your organic ranks to where you want them to be. And I'm going to come back to that in a moment. So we can see from day one, on the very first day, we did make a single sale, which is, it's always great to get that first sale on the board, but one sale isn't enough. You need a higher sales velocity in pretty much any niche. Depending on what niche you're targeting, your sales velocity is going to differ. If you need to maybe achieve 150 sales per month, you've got to sell 5 units a day. For our particular niche, we probably need to sell around 300 units to get ranked in the top 15 to 20 organic results. So we need to be hitting double figures. So after this first week or so, we got a bit more aggressive with the price point and a bit more aggressive with PPC. As you can see, this blue line, we upped our budget to really start to drive home those sales. So at the moment, we are selling at the sales velocity we will need to hopefully get the ranks that will generate organic sales, and then longer term we can increase our price. And that is how you make money on Amazon. It's a loss leading process, aggressive pricing, aggressive PPC, get the ranks to where you want them to be, and then you can start to make cost savings and efficiencies that will make your product profitable. So I just wanted to be completely honest with you guys how much it costs. The best part of £1,000 in the first 2 weeks. So in the first month, we're going to probably spend £2,000 on PPC. And this is an average ACOS, because this is what a lot of people look at, an average ACOS of just under 80%. Now, bear in mind, ACOS is relative to the price of the product, and these were new campaigns that are being optimized all the time. So with the product being sold for about £10 at the moment, we're spending, with an ACOS of 77%, about £7.70 per sale, which is pretty much where you would expect to be. When you've got a brand new product, it's probably going to cost you between £5 to £10 per sale in the early days. So your ACOS is going to depend on the value of the product. You know, if this is a £20 product, then the ACOS would be half of that. But as we're selling at a low price point at the moment, the ACOS is at 78%, and I'm absolutely fine with that. It's exactly what I would expect to see as part of a private label product launch on Amazon. Now, the most important thing when you're doing this launch is, are your organic ranks responding? So let's take a look at that now. And you can see here, these are the keywords I'm tracking in Helium 10. So whenever you launch a product on Amazon, always track your organic ranks so you can see those improve in direct response to the PPC campaigns that you are running. And I'm tracking 59 different keywords. And so far, one of them has made it into the top 10. And we've got another 29 of those keywords have made it into the top 50. And if we take this one here, which we're currently up to 6th for, which is within 2 weeks of launching a product to be in 6th position, it's a really, really promising sign. Obviously, we've got other ones here which are making it into the top 20 as well. So all things are looking as I would expect them to look as part of a successful launch. Will this product be successful? We still don't know, as we still have to get those ranks higher, and then we start to increase the price point, and then we really find out whether this product's going to work or not. But if we take this top keyword, for example, here, when it first launched, we were in position 87. Then over the past couple of weeks, we've gone to 86, 24, 26, 27. So a keyword will go up and down as it progresses through the ranks, up to 12th, 8th, 7th, and now up to 6th. So the organic ranks are responding to the strategy. Yes, we are making a loss at the moment, but our organic ranks are heading in the right direction. And I think yesterday, a third of our sales came from organic sales, not just from PPC. So yes, we are losing money, but this is a loss-leading process. And in a couple of weeks, hopefully we will start to turn the tide, and we will start to then longer term make money once these ranks are secured and we can start increasing our price. But again, I just want to repeat, I'm being open and honest with you guys so you know exactly what you need to do when you launch a product on Amazon. You're not going to come to Amazon FBA with £1,000 and do this. You need multiple thousands if you're going to launch a product, to invest in inventory and have the money to invest in PPC to launch the product. Other things I want to share with you. We had our first return, and our first return came to us, well, it didn't came to us, but we were notified of our first return 48 hours after the product went live, which was a concern for me, as an early return is always a worry. Now, thankfully, since then, we've only had one other return. So in over 100 sales, we've had 2 returns. And you want to keep a close eye on this voice of customer report. So to find this, go to the menu, go to performance, and go to voice of customer, because this will show you why people are returning your product. And if you start getting lots of returns, look in the return reason. So if I click through to this one here, which shows you the details, you can see why these 2 people have returned this product. One of them said it was missing X and X, which I struggle to believe, because we have our products inspected and our products are sealed as well. So I think that's someone who wanted half the product, took the half they wanted and returned the other half. And this one here, not as I though, which I think I was trying to say, not as I thought, and rusted, which is something I struggle with as well, because our listing couldn't be any clearer. We've got really, really clear photography. And rusted, I mean, our product has one very small metal element on it, which is shipped fully protected. So I'm struggling with that one a bit as well, but you're always going to, as a seller, you generally often disbelieve what a customer says. But what I normally do is I only look in this report, and if I see a pattern, then I'm concerned. If I see this inconsistencies, I just completely ignore those. I know what my inspection reported back before my products left China. So I know what we're selling to customers, and unless there is a pattern in terms of reasons why people are returning the product, then I don't have any concerns. And the other thing that happened, which is what I always warn you guys about, is make sure you're using alerts from Helium 10, because Amazon will remeasure your product when it arrives at the Amazon Fulfillment Center. So regardless of what dimensions you enter, Amazon are going to measure the product themselves, which is fair enough. But often they come up with some interesting dimensions which will suddenly put you into a different pricing tier, and then you have to get Amazon to remeasure your product. You submit what's called a QB-scan request, so search the Amazon help and that will pop up for you. But thankfully they remeasured my product. There was only minor changes. It doesn't impact the overall cost or anything for me, but it does show the importance of using alerts from Helium 10. So when Amazon does make a change, then you are aware of this. And I also got alerts as well when my first 5-star reviews arrived. And if eventually, when the inevitable 1-star review does arrive, I'll get an alert as well. So it's important to use all of these tools that help you with the launch. So you definitely want to be tracking your organic ranks. As we spoke about earlier, you need to know how your organic ranks are responding. This is absolutely essential to anyone that is launching a product on Amazon. There'll be the usual Helium10 discount codes in the pinned top comment, and I'll probably pop up a couple on the screen as well. So as things stand, the launch is going very well, which probably sounds crazy if you're not familiar with this and you're thinking, well, you guys have lost £1,000 on PPC in the first 2 weeks, plus you're selling your product at a loss as you're basically selling at half price. But you're looking at the bigger picture. A launch is all about driving sales velocity, which in turn will improve your organic ranks, which in turn will bring organic sales down the line, and then you can start to increase your price. And if you can increase your price and maintain your ranking positions, then you have a successful product, as you will be making profitable sales from your organic sales, and that will offset what you invest in PPC, and longer term will reduce our PPC spend as well. So hopefully you guys appreciate an honest look of what it takes to launch a product on Amazon. I will post another update in a couple of weeks when I think I've got enough information to share with you guys. In the meantime, if you're looking to start Amazon FBA, I've got 2 videos for you. Number 1 is the launch strategy that I use. That's going to talk to you about exactly what I do to launch a product on Amazon. And then number 2 is going to show you how to find your first product. It's the top 3 methods for finding products on Amazon, and I'll see you guys in either one of those.